Holy shit. Obviously, I just finished watching the tonight's episode of Walking Dead. And, just when you think this show is just going to start getting slow, it's going to kind of start taking it back a couple paces and just, like, become laid back and chill, everything goes fucking haywire and mayhem ensues. This is why I fucking love this show. Just when you think everything is okay, something fucking happens and it's just like, holy shit, I can't fucking wait for next week. When I was watching this episode, I thought it was going to become kind of like season 2 with these episodes, like, oh, we're not going to get too much story, it's just going to be a bunch of build-up, no action, but those last 15 minutes of this episode, I was purely dead fucking wrong. So here we go, here's my review. There'll be spoilers in this review, so if you haven't seen the episode, watch it and then come back for this review. Okay, so tonight's episode was called Home, and apparently Rick's marbles are still nowhere to be fucking found. This guy is still losing it. He's still seeing visions of Lori, and this time they had Sarah Wayne Callies actually play Lori in his mind. Yeah, he's just off the deep end. He saw Shane a couple episodes ago. Now he's seeing Lori. I like it. I like psychotic Rick. It adds more layers to characters. And what's wrong? It's always good to add more layers to characters. You don't want to become stable and boring. You always have to add something. So that's good stuff. Psychotic Rick is good, just as long as he can get his shit together in time for the fight with the governor. The episode started off pretty slow. It was a lot of internal stuff with the characters, a lot of questions being asked. Glenn, I guess, taking over the leadership role of the group because Rick is, as he said, off in Crazy Town and Daryl left. So that makes Glenn the next in charge, but Glenn's also not, he's not in charge of all his facilities either because, he's pretty pissed over what the governor did to Maggie. He's, trying to get this suicide mission to go to Woodbury, but Herschel's talking him against it. And the whole group is confused right now as to who is leading them, Is it Rick? Could Rick lead a group? Is it Glenn? Could Glenn be reserved enough to lead a group? Or is he just going to, worry about revenge over what the governor did to Maggie? So a lot of internal tension in the group. You have Maggie being pissed at Glenn and fighting with Glenn for, actually, being, thinking that he raped her and for questioning her and for taking it out on her. The stuff in Woodbury is boring. I'm not gonna lie. The Woodbury stuff is like you just have Andrea just being stupid and just kind of useless. You have basically the governor just wants Milton to spy on Andrea. That's your whole Woodbury scenario right now. But also you have Axel trying to get in Carol's panties. Herschel trying to talk Rick back into because Rick is leaving the prison facilities in order to like get some answers from Lori's ghost. So Herschel's trying to talk him back in. And up to that point, the most interesting storyline and the most interesting part to me was, like I said before, the Dixon brothers. I love this shit, Merle, I just love that he's like, bonding with his brother, like a cute little bromance going on. It's very adorable. I just love that Merle's there and, he could be a part of Rick's group. It's good shit. I want to see, what that brings. So basically, the Dixons are wandering around looking for some place to go, some place to eat, and they hear a baby start crying, and Daryl, because he's been nurtured by Rick and his mentality has changed. He's like more of a good guy now. He wants to go help out the group, the survivors being surrounded by walkers on this bridge, and Merle's like fuck them, and makes some racist comments. Merle being Merle. But they eventually help out the Spanish people. They kill off all the walkers, but Merle goes into their car and wants to steal shit from them, and Daryl backs him out, points the arrow at his face, and tells the Spanish people to leave. And you have the brothers arguing, and then you get some backstory to them. You get some insight into these characters, which is good. Adding layers. This is good shit on a show. You always need this. So Merle and Daryl are having like a little rough up. They're talking. Daryl's always saying how Merle left him as a kid. And they're having a rough up, and Merle rips Daryl's shirt, and you see on Daryl's back a bunch of scars. And so they say that the Dixons, their father, used to beat them as children, and I guess the father beat Merle. That's why Merle left, and then he went on to beat Daryl as a kid. So, good shit, good family bonding. Love it. I love seeing the layers added to the Dixon characters. I think that storyline is just so great. You could stretch this out for a long time, and it'll always be interesting. And Daryl's all like, I'm gonna go return to the group because that's where I belong, and Merle's like, damn, like, and then he walks off like maybe he'll go too. But shit obviously becomes awesome when Carol and Axel are talking, joking around at the outside the prison area, and then all of a sudden Axel's face just gets blown the fuck away. And who is it? The governor outside the fucking prison. The governor and his men, man. Holy shit. I was just watching this. I was just like, just chill. And then the fucking gunshot happened. I saw the governor and I was like, holy shit. And then by the time the commercial break happened and all that shit happened, I was standing I was standing the whole time. Like, I was alone. I didn't even feel like a dumbass standing. It was just, I felt obligated to just stand and watch because this shit was like so fucking enticing. I felt so involved in it, And that's what great TV makes you fucking do. So the governor brought his men to the prison, shot Axel's fucking face off, and they start fucking shooting all over the place. Rick, Herschel, fucking Beth, Carl, Carol, they're all ducking. They're trying to like not get fucking shot, And then they're just doing this shooting rampage. Glenn isn't there to help out, Glenn went off to do some shit. He got in a car and went to get some stuff, and then the governor's troops are shooting. Then a big fucking truck breaks the fucking prison gate. There goes your fucking security, and the truck, whoever was in it, one of the governor's men or women, unleashed the door to the truck, and a bunch of fucking walkers are led into the prison, and there you go. Holy shit! I was like, oh my god, this shit went out. This was like the last 15 minutes of the show. So fucking great, so fucking action packed. And the governor and his people leave, and they let the walkers, kill off Rick and his group. Glenn comes by to see what's fucking happening, and then Rick's getting cornered by some walkers, and then just in the nick of time, you see a fucking arrow go through the zombie's head, almost fucking go through Rick's head, and it's Daryl and fucking Merle. Oh, I was like a little fucking fangirl. I was like screaming, jumping up and down. It was just so fucking awesome, This show is just great. Like, when it is great, it is great, It makes you really fucking invested. That's what great shows do. And it was just awesome to see fucking Merle helping out, being a good guy. Because I love Merle. I don't care what anybody says. Merle's fucking cool, man. As racist as he is and as, off as he is and politically incorrect, he's just fucking awesome. And it's cool to see him helping out Rick and his group. And yeah, there you go. They fucking kill a bunch of the walkers, and Rick is like in a psychotic state just staring at what the fuck happened. So holy shit, a bunch of fucking questions, what's the governor gonna do? You seen the sneak peek for next week's episode. Andrea comes to the prison. What's gonna happen there? What's gonna happen when the governor finds out that Merle helped kill those walkers? And my most intriguing part is the most thing I'm looking forward to is what's gonna happen with Merle, the hothead. How are they gonna deal with Merle? Are they gonna let him come back into the group? Are they gonna kick him out? Is he gonna cooperate? Is he not? Is he gonna like kill somebody? Is somebody gonna kill him? So holy shit, this is fucking great. It's looking great for the last half of season 3. Very fucking excited. Can't wait for next week's episode. Great shit tonight. It was good because it was slow, and there's a reason between just being slow just because you're boring, and you're just bored, you don't know what to do, and a difference between that and being slow, so when action is high, it makes it that much higher. And this is what you got tonight. They intentionally paced it at a slow pace, for the first 40 minutes, so that last 20 minutes could be fucking skyrocket high. So great shit. Can't fucking wait for next week's episode. And it looks like this war between Rick and the governor that we thought would be in like the last episode is starting pretty soon. So there you go. Good episode. See you next week for episode 11 review.